Happy Pride Month to y'all. Welcome to Storytime with Shane Onyou. It's good to see some of you on here. Look at that, my big sister here. So today's edition is Big Sister Day or Sister's Day, whichever works for you. So those of you who were with me yesterday, I told you to bring your blankets and pillows today, and we're going to make a nest. So let's do that. Move you down onto the floor. All right, let's make a nest. I'm going to start with the floor of my nest. That's what I want to be, the floor of my nest right there. I hope you guys are doing this with me, and I'm not doing this by myself. The cat's coming to help, which is great. She likes blankets. And then we're going to gotta make it all puffy and fluffy. You know what? I need some pillows. Luckily, this house has a lot of pillows. I'm gonna steal all my mother's pillows. Grabbing them all. Gotta have that there. Remember, you gotta send me pictures of your nest. All right. Huh? You making your nests? Oh, yes. This is going to be so comfy. So comfy. Make sure once we're done with this, you clean all these blankets and put them back away so your parents don't have to do that. Or you parents out there, if you're doing this with me, let your kids do it. If you don't have kids, sorry. You go for the big guy. Yeah. This big blanket that I borrowed from somewhere a long time ago. So, oh, this nest is looking so comfy. I just need the top piece de la resistance here. My fluffy middle. Oh, yes. So nice. So nice. How's your guys' nest looking? Jody, you better be building one. I want to see a picture of yours. My big sister's watching, so everybody say hi to my big sister, Jody. My mother's hiding upstairs. You can take your shoes off for inside your nest if you want. It has stopped raining out here, and the sun has come back out, but we just finished a hailstorm. It was really... Get out of the way, Tala. Come on. Come here, Tala. Come here. Come here. Look. Cat interruptions. Come here, Tala. Oh, there you go. Look. Come over here. It's not her first time in the video, so that's all good. So, since my big sister's watching today, all the books I'm reading today were given to me by my big sister, except for our book of facts, which we have to do. I picked this one up at Walmart, and this is how we start Storytime with Shane Onyou. So let's get to it. Little Kid's First Big Book of Wear by National Geographic Kids, and Jill Esbaum is the author of this one. Let's see if I can find one we haven't done. We must be almost done this book, I would think. I wonder if we did that one. I'm going to do this one anyways. Where do animals migrate? I think that's a good one to start with. I think so. Yeah, for whatever reason, if you guys are on Instagram and it's cutting out and you're that interested, it's usually better on YouTube Live. So if you go to my YouTube channel, for whatever reason, the Instagram live feed is not good. I will be back on Facebook I will be back on Friday, I think. So I can go live on Saturday again on Facebook. So it'll be back live on Facebook. But right now you can catch me breaking up live on Instagram, or you can go over to my YouTube channel, and I also have a Twitch channel too. And those of you who, you can also comment on YouTube as well, if you subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe and hit a bell to get notifications. It helps me out in my journey. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. Really means a lot too. So if you really like someone's YouTube channel, you should subscribe to it because it helps them out. So there's my little ramble. So where do animals migrate? Wild beasts live in, wildebeests. Should get it right? Wildebeests live in the Serengeti, a part of Africa that is very dry for months every year. When this dry season arrives, the herds of wildebeest follow the rains across the land to find the high tala, to find the green grass to eat. Since I'm on the floor, I'm really in her territory, so she may be popping in and out occasionally, so I apologize in advance. So there's the wildebeest. And it says, some animals migrate or move from one place to another to find food or to mate. So those were the wildebeest. So over here, I'll show you the picture in a minute. Caribou, also reindeer, spend spring and summer munching away on grass and plants in North America, Europe, Asia, and Greenland. When fall arrives, the plant growth slows or stops. The caribou walk hundreds of miles south to find food. In spring, the herds migrate north back to where their journey began. So there's the caribou up there. And it says a caribou herd can have, so a caribou herd can have as many as 500,000 caribou in it. And anybody who's seen a caribou herd, I believe it. Same with elk. Holy Moses. All right. The humpback whales spend their summers swimming in cold waters like the Arctic Ocean and eating tons of tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill. In the fall, they migrate toward warm waters to have their babies. So there's the whale, and then there's the krill. Look at that. Very interesting. Some insects migrate too. Monarch butterflies are the long-distance champs. Each fall, monarch butterflies travel almost 3,000 miles or 4,800 kilometers from Canada to the northeastern United States and to southern California or central Mexico, where it is warm. Millions of monarchs spend the winter there and cluster on the tree branches. Wow. When spring arrives, the monarchs begin the trip north. They stop along the way, living just long enough to lay their eggs. Those eggs hatch into caterpillars that eventually become butterflies. These new butterflies then fly another few hundred miles north and stop to lay their own eggs. Eventually, a new generation of monarch butterflies arrives in the north for the warm summer months until it is time to fly south again. So yeah, it shows the flight patterns, so back and forth. And then over here is a monarch caterpillar. So that's what they look like before they turn into these beautiful guys down at the bottom. So then the question I have for you, or they have for us, is what is the farthest away from home you've traveled? What's the farthest you've traveled away from home? I've been from one end of the country to the other. That's the farthest I've been. Okay, I'm over here on Twitch instead. Okay. Hi, Jody. Welcome to my Twitch channel. Hee. Excellent. So yeah, what's the farthest that you've traveled from your home? So for me, that would be New Brunswick. Yeah. So what about you? The fact is down. All right. So, as I was mentioning earlier, Sister Day is I'm reading the books that were all donated to me by my sister. She sent me quite a few, and these are only 3 of them. So, let's get started. The first one is A Family is a Family is a Family, written by Sara O'Leary and illustrated by QinLeng. Such a great book, too. What is a family? When a teacher asks the children in a class to think about what makes their family special, the answers are all different in many ways, but the same in the one way that matters the most of all. This warm, whimsical look at many types of families was written by Sara O'Leary with the sweet, quirky illustrations of QinLeng. Oh, I like that little entree. So there we go. To the book. Maybe I should move you guys closer. That might help. Not that I don't need the exercise leaning forward or anything. All right. What do you guys think of the outfit? I forgot we didn't touch base with that. So Pride Month outfit. And then let's see if you can see my contacts today. I have I don't think you can. So on the one side, the black and yellow one is Storm. And on this side, the black, red, and blue one is called Supernatural. And they're by Primal Contacts. Yes. Alrighty, ready for the book? Ready? Here we go. Okay. Can you still see me? Yes, good. Oh, I'm stuck in my nest. There we go. That's better. We were talking about families at school. The teacher asked us what we thought made our family special. I went last because I wasn't sure what to say. My family's not like everybody else's. There they are. Sitting in class. Everybody's families looks different, don't they? My mom and dad have been friends since 1st grade. They really like each other. It's kind of gross. There are lots of kids in our family. Mom and dad just keep coming home with more. Both my moms are terrible singers. And they both like to sing really loud. See them up there on the balcony? I have more grandparents than anybody I know. Look at them all. That's a lot, especially if that's just the grandparents. And it looks like it is just grandparents. So that's a lot of grandparents. We have a new baby in our home. I think my mom ordered him online. See that down online there. Too cute. And then look at over there. And then here's the box being delivered. We all look alike in my family. We just kind of go together. Look at them. They do look alike. Do you guys look alike in your family? One week, my mom gets me. The next week, my dad does. Fair is fair. See, there's with mom. There's with dad. Some people say I look like my dad, and some people say I look like my mom. I think I look like myself. My mom says that before I was born, I grew in her heart first. Because I live with my grandmother, people sometimes think she's my mother. She's not. She's my everything. Some of the kids were dads when he met mom, and some of the kids were moms when she met dad. Now we all belong to each other. One of my dads is tall. The other one is short. They both give good hugs. Look at that. Oh, I love a good hug. I listened to everybody else, and then I remembered the time someone saw us all together at the park. She asked my foster mother to point out her real children. Oh, I don't have any imaginary children, Mom said. All my children are real. Love it. And that's because a family is a family is a family. What does your family look like? I have many, many family. Some blood, some not. And I love them all equally the same, but for different reasons. You know what I mean? They come along at different points in your life and stuff like that. All right, moving on to the next book that my sister sent me. Let's see if I can get comfortable for this one. Oh, wow, I could sleep here. I'm going to sleep here now, I think. Oh, I don't think my mother would appreciate that. So the next book we're going to move on to is the first of two. And I absolutely fell in love with these once I saw, like my sister had sent me this one first, and then the other one I saw somewhere online, and then all of a sudden it popped up here. My sister had sent that one for me too. So I'm very fortunate. So let's move on to my big sister's donated book number 2. It's called The Invisible String, and it's absolutely magical, by Patrice Karst and illustrated by Joanne Lew-Vriethoff. I'm probably not saying that right, but I tried. All right. Ooh, I like that picture too. To the children of the world and the magic of their strings. What are these strings you speak of? Let's find out. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. You see them? There's one. There's the other. Suddenly, it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mommy, Mommy," they cried as they ran to her. Yeah, those sounds can be frightening at times, eh? I agree. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mom said. You know, we're always together no matter what. Really? But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed? Said Liza. Logical question. Mom held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. I was about your age when my mummy first told me about the invisible string. So let's see your invisible string. Here's mine. You know it's there, and I have many of them. I don't see a string, said Jeremy. You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love. But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there? Asked Liza. Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart, and know that you are always connected to everyone you love. True story. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug right back, we feel it in our hearts, said Jeremy. Yes, agreed. See? Can you see the string? The invisible string that they're sort of showing you. It's there. Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string? Liza asked. Sure she does, said Mom. And best friends like me and Lucy? Asked Liza. Best friends too. How far can the string reach? Anywhere and everywhere, Mom said. Would it even reach if I were in a submarine? If I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean? Said Jeremy. Yes, Mom said. Even there. Look at him down there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Tickle. Or a mountain climber? Even there. Or a dancer in France? Even there. Mountain climber? Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. A jungle explorer? Even there. How about an astronaut and out in space? Yes, even there. I really like that. That's a great picture. I love that. Then Jeremy quietly asked, "Can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven?" Yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Never, said Mom. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see, or what game to play in the back seat, or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right, you two should be in bed. Not you guys, though. It's still early here. I remember a lot of these rides with my brother. And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. And why is that? Why is that? As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, and then their friends have, until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, they now could clearly see no one is really ever alone. Look at those northern lights, or the aurora borealis. Excellent. So where does your string go? That's the question on the back of the book. Think about that one. All right. So that being said, so this was a best-selling book. It's inspired readers around the world. So this book that I'm about to read was also given to me by my sister, hence the Sister's Day. And it is the companion to the best-selling picture book phenomenon, The Invisible String. This one is called The Invisible Web, a story celebrating love and universal connection. And it as well is done by Patrice Karst and Joanne Lew-Vriethoff. You ready for this? I am. I'm so ready for this. Popcorn. I love you, Jody. Jody, my big sister. So the invisible web. Okay, here we go. The very best news ever has begun to spread all over the world, one heart at a time. Shout it from the mountaintops. Every single one of us is connected to those we love by invisible strings. That means Giovanna and her daddy are always together, even though he moved to a new house. Omar can feel the tugs of love from his parents, even though he is living far away at school. Mr. Chang still feels Mrs. Chang close by, even though she died such a very long time ago. I love the illustrations in this book. They're great. And you, at this very moment, may feel the string of someone close to you, even though they aren't there. You can't see it, but it's real. I can feel it, can you? I know I can feel it from all of you guys. Look at that. Look at the artistry in this book. These guys are great. Our strings reach to everyone we know. They travel far and wide to family and friends, classmates and coaches, to bus drivers and babysitters, neighbors and pets, to aunts and uncles, and grandparents and grandchildren, and countless other people. And all of those people have hundreds of strings. Look at that. This book tricks me when it does this. Soaring high over rocky peaks and across 7 seas, deep into jungles and valleys, and winding through the busiest cities, all the strings crisscross one another. and create a nest that covers the planet, interlacing us together, cradling us forever. The invisible web. Look at that. Too cool. The web has no borders, and it wraps every continent. Within it live butterflies and flowers, starfish and seahorses, lions and ants, rivers and snowstorms, and all human beings. Giovanna, Omar, Mr. Chang, and of course, you and me too. Look at that. So cool. Some say it even reaches to our ancestors and to those we cherish beyond. One tug on a string sends love to every one of us, woven together in this divine tapestry. And that means just one good deed travels across the entire web. Everything is linked. Look at that. Don't I always say we're all in this together? But sometimes folks forget. When they can't feel their strings, they forget about our invisible web. And that's when strings get tangled up. Like when lonely Lucia isn't invited to sit with anyone at her school at lunchtime. Or when Stefano wishes his friend Marco wasn't so bossy when they played. Or when Mrs. Patel struggles at work without help and she just wants to quit. So we do have life struggles. But let's see, even violence and war can erupt when too many of us forget the web. When strings are ignored, they can become weak and begin to unravel. But the more people who care for the web, the stronger it remains. In the darkness, and then we come over here, and people come together. Community. The web feels like every parent since the beginning of time, holding and protecting each one of us in millions of gentle arms. What could be stronger than those of hands holding us close? So many supportive fingers can always find a way to untangle strings so that love can flow again. But it's up to every one of us to spread the word. Our time is right now. As we tell our family and friends, sisters will remind brothers, who will write to cousins, who will call great-grandparents, who will just nod and smile as if they have always known. If we remember the web and tug it often, no one will ever be left out. We will see others more clearly. The people of the world will look into each other's eyes. They will smile at one another. And when one of them cries, they will want to help. And for the most part, people do, I think. We just need to stand up. And they do. Marco apologizes to Stefano, who forgives his friend, and they have even more fun playing together. Someone helps Mrs. Patel at work and tells her what a great job she's doing. She remembers she's important and feels happy. And Lucia feels warm and bubbly inside when a few of the kids in class ask her to join them under the banyan tree for lunch. She knows right then and there that the invisible web is real. I agree. After school, Lucia cries with joy as she strokes her cat, who purrs the news to the stars. and the stars whisper the secrets to the clouds, who share with the songbirds, who serenade the world with an exquisite melody of love at the start of each morning and all during the day, until the invisible web glitters in the magic of twilight. The owls take over and hoot the news throughout the night. So great. The invisible web is alive. Its time is right now. It breathes as we breathe, pulsating over our earth, the single heartbeat of life and love. And do you know what that makes us all? Do you? Seems appropriate that we built a nest today. It's like you got to weave stuff together to make the nest, right? It's a web as well. One. So what does it give you? One very big family. Yes. P.S. I just love being right here in the very middle of the invisible web with you. Patrice Karst. Dedicated to the real World Wide Web. So there you go. That's it, kids. That is the end of story time today. And we got a little extra time because we got to build our nest. Yes, we got to see my lovely rainbow costume. It was Big Sister's Day, so I read books from my big sister. Come to think of it, the hat I'm wearing is from my big sister. She loved me. So yeah, thanks for joining today. And we will see you back here Tuesday at 3. And next weekend, I am officially not banned from Facebook anymore. So I will be live on... I will be live back on Facebook again. So that'll be great as well. So it'll be Facebook, my Facebook page, my Facebook profile. So Shane Onyou page, Shannon McPherson profile page, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. It'll be live on all those at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Thank you all for coming. Hope to see you then. Send me the pictures of your nests. I want to see them. You can send me them through Facebook, whatever, however you want, Messenger, whatever, however you want to. But we'll see you here on Tuesday, same time, same place. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been great. Peace out to you all. See you Tuesday, guys. Bye for now.